video, little information on how to take care of your saxophone. This is a saxophone that doesn't need any repair that we know of at this time, but I'm sure you how to do general maintenance and what to look for if you have some problems. I see one here, which is very common, and the neck, the body. These are the screwdrivers we use. I showed you the pivot screws earlier, but sometimes you might want to have a board with holes drilled in it. Very simple for putting a rod in there. If you want to take something apart, make sure that you use a little pill bottle parts. All the little parts go in there every time. Close it up in case it gets knocked over, because you have little small parts. You do need to track all the parts of the instrument. So first we're going to start right at the top. What is this? That's right in there. Okay. We'll take a look at the neck. Don't see any damage. It's round. Small dent, not affecting anything. Gonna put the mouthpiece on here. Good. Snug fit. Cork is fine. It's all good. You can air test it. Perfect. That leaks. Then there's probably a leak at this point. We'll set that aside. I want to tell you that all the pivot screws, like we showed you before, they're the same on the saxophones. There'll be different types, but it's the same basic configuration, it's just a little bit larger. We'll start here with the very top of the instrument and work our way down. Check this key, not the key. Everything's fine, nothing's binding. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for things that are binding or missing or clicking, making funny noises. Okay, that's all working quite well. Keep turning it around, looking here. It's all good. Make sure the regulations go down together. Okay. In the shop, we put a light down the instrument. I will show you that in a second. You don't have that luxury, or you may or may not have that luxury in your van hall, of course. That's how we tell if the thing is leaking or not. If it has leaking. Now notice this key is binding here a little bit. Just want to come down, it's clicking a little bit. Okay. The reason it's clicking is there's a piece of cork missing, and that piece of cork will have to be glued right here where the body and the key touch. This one doesn't make that noise because there is a piece of cork. That piece of cork is missing and has to be glued on there. I'm not going to discuss that in this particular video. You can learn how to do that. Not very hard at all, but we're talking about general maintenance now. We just want to bring this to your attention. Notice that the screw, or excuse me, the spring is not lined up. This one, this key is binding. Okay, let's straighten that out. Get in there. There we go. I'm going to bend this a little bit just like that. Get it out there. I'm going to tuck it back in. Voila. Okay. Now we're going to, we know that's a problem, but we're going to move on. Check every screw, every key. Oh, there we go. So, this horn is very much out of alignment because this bell is bent. You can see some damage here. We just noticed that. The keys are not closing because the bell has been hit and it's knocked off the alignment. This horn will have to go to the shop, but we can go on our way with the general maintenance, because the general maintenance has to do with oiling and making sure things are tight. If that wasn't an issue, it would play. But you have to know that it will not close now, but we found that out because this is bent, and at the repair shop we can bend this back, reseat these pads. Again, we're going to use the heavy key oil. And I noticed right off the bat, there's a missing spring. There it is, right here. Very common. I'm going to put this one back on here for the E-flat key. There you go. That key is also bent, I can tell, because it's not popping when I make this, leaking. That will also have to be repaired. But the general maintenance is such. Heavy key oil. You want to oil each and every spot where the posts touch the key. And when you do this, you'll start to see, hey, I see this, something's wrong over here. This will, if you oil these keys, you get to look at every key. And a lot of times, screws that are backed out, pivot screws that are backed out will become obvious to you, and you'll need to tighten them up. Every spot. There we go. Every key, one drop. Quiets the key mechanism, just like on all the other wood ones. You have a screw that's backed out here, rod. Tighten that up, we're snugged up. Because the key will start to move, eventually the key will fall off if the rod comes out. On saxophone, you also want to take a screwdriver, a little large screwdriver, and check all the guard screws. Make sure they're snug. They'll rattle, make all kinds of noise. They're almost always a little bit loose when they come in the shop. So we tighten them up. Now this horn will have to be taken apart to fix that bell. But the maintenance, the general maintenance is such as what we're doing here. Snug these all up. Make sure there's no motion in here. Not rocket science. It's just you take care of your instrument. This was damaged, it's gonna have to be taken apart. We're not gonna get into that today, but basically you just wanna look at the instrument, use common sense. You can see where these are popping, and this one is not, because it's not closing. That's gonna have to be taken to the hospital. All right, there you go.